Hello everyone, this is Chansky doing another StarCraft commentary. This time we have Rukuso versus Magic. Rukuso is going to be a random race and Magic is going to be Zerg. They're both decent players and this is going to be on Lost Temple. Now, we've got two observers, myself and Jax. We're all on vent and anything they say is probably going to be picked up by the microphone, so that will explain the background noise that you might hear. Game's starting right now. Here we go. We got Magic in the 3 o'clock position and Rukuso as Terran, he random Terran, in the 6 o'clock position. And right off the bat, they're both going
Hey,
for...
Chansky, should I move you to another channel?
No, it's fine.
You know, when we say stuff, we don't doesn't reveal anything.
Yeah, go ahead. Move me to another channel. That's fine. He's just moving me to another channel on vent, so they don't say.
Alright, I move you.
So that they don't say anything that that'll go onto this video, but it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, Magic is scouting towards the 12 o'clock position, which is the wrong direction. So unlucky for Magic. Right now we have Rukuso, and he's going to start off with a block. Now Rukuso knows that Magic is playing Zerg, but Magic does not know that Rukuso is playing Terran, so Magic's going to send out a scout. And this scout, it looks like he's headed straight towards Rukuso's base. He's got it rallied, and he saw that SCV. He's going to confirm by checking a building, and there it is. Now he's going to check out the rest of the base. Hopefully he starts microing this drone soon because it's going to run away. And there, he starts microing it. And now he's going to check out to see if there's anything hidden in the rest of the base, like maybe he's going something else. I don't see what else he could be going at this point, so it looks like he's just setting up waypoints to annoy Rukuso's SCV. Now Rukuso is used to this kind of soft harassment. In fact, he's used to hard harassment by probes coming in and attacking the SCVs that are building the barracks, you know, trying to slow him down. He's used to people coming in and stealing his gas so that he can't tech as quickly if he wanted to rush some kind of gas-heavy strat. But I think Magic is content to just run around in circles and watch as Rukuso builds up his base, and it looks like Rukuso does not want Magic to escape. He's lifting up and keeping that block there. Let's take a look at Magic. Magic is checking the Xel'Naga Tower. He's going to the other Xel'Naga Tower just in case. He doesn't want Rukuso to have any kind of scouting advantage. And Magic, it doesn't look like he's devoted himself to any... Although he does have 200 minerals, not much gas. He might be going for mutas or some other type of lair tech. And Rukuso here is building his factory, trying to hide it from Magic unsuccessfully. Magic very skillfully navigated through those SCVs by clicking on the minerals so that it doesn't get caught on any of those SCVs, and he manages to get away from those Marines just long enough to scout that factory. It looks like Magic was actually going for a expansion, and he still has not done anything with that gas yet. I'm really wondering what he plans to do. One of the strategies that Zerg players will like to do nowadays is to wall bust with banelings. I think it's called a baneling bust actually. But what they would do is they would mass Zerglings, they get a baneling nest, they would group up a whole bunch of banelings. There's a scan by Rukuso there. They would group up a whole bunch of banelings, bust down these buildings here, one of the supply depots will do, and rush in with a whole buttload of speed upgraded Zerglings and just overwhelm the Terran base. And I'm not sure if Magic is going for that strategy right now. I'm really curious to see what he's doing. He's morphing more drones. He's really going macro heavy on this, even though he knows that Rukuso has just scanned his expansion. All he's really got is those 8 Zerg out in front at the expansion choke. And he's looking very confident right now. He only sends 1 drone to the minerals, which is fine. He doesn't have an overabundance of drones. You check his units. He's got 20 workers at this point. He's building that spine crawler. He's extremely confident that he'll be able to hold any push that Rukuso is going to be using. And that's probably because he scouted the factory with the barracks build. and he knows
Very
that
interesting play.
Rukuso does not have enough infantry to push down an expansion. That's probably why he went for the quick expand instead of something else. Now Rukuso's doing what I call the 1-1-1 strat. I think other people call it that too. It's the 1 barracks into the 1 factory into the 1 starport.
Rukuso catches that.
He's going for Banshee.
Rukuso catches that. Yep, there it is.
For Banshee tech, which is basically cloak. That's very dangerous if the Zerg gets caught not knowing this. And it looks like Magic is morphing the lair now. He's really gonna need to get those overlords into overseers, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Oh, I'm sorry, he actually already has a lair. Yeah, that was strange. He actually already has a lair. This bar I was looking at is actually the larva spawn bar. New mistake I made. But Magic has just scouted Rukuso's Banshee. He knows, and he has to make that overseer. He has plenty of money to do so. It might be in his favor to make 2 overseers, 1 to protect each of his bases, but he's not doing anything. He might not have actually seen that Banshee, and that'd be disastrous for him if Rukuso manages to get in some. And here we go. We got the Zerg expansion into air, and I'm not sure, but I think Magic is trying to get mutas. It really doesn't look like Magic is going for that build. I mean, he's got only two mutas building. If we look at his production, Rukuso's going tanks, and there we go, mutalisks, 5 mutas.
You know, it's actually a good thing that Rukuso built that armor right.
And maybe he did in fact scout
at the rate that this thing's going.
Maybe he did in fact scout Rukuso's Banshee.
Well, he's gonna go mass mutas.
But he doesn't know that the Banshee
the Thor's just gonna rape shit up.
Has already researched. Rukuso's getting that siege tech, building another barracks, going for vehicle upgrade, and here we go. Rukuso very carelessly is just attacking the extractor. I really doubt that that's his plan. And here we go. We have Rukuso going against those drones. Magic not even coming back to defend.
Yeah.
Instead, he's preoccupied attacking the gold expansion rocks. So here we have that Overseer's here. He's got the Overseer. He's got the mutas. So that Banshee on the first expansion has failed, but the Banshee on the main has done beautifully, and that's gonna go down because those mutas are way faster than the Banshee is. But that was a good, I'm not gonna say devastating blow, but that was definitely hurtful. And it looks like Magic lost a lot of his drones over in his expansion before he could morph that Overseer. This is why scouting is so incredibly important. I say this every single time I do a commentary. You know, if Magic was paying attention to the mini-map, he would have seen right there that Banshee, and he would have been able to at least, you know, guess that the Banshee was going for cloak. Otherwise, why would it wait so long before attacking, right? But now Muta's all up in Rukuso's base. Rukuso did not prepare for it enough. He tried to, but one Thor comes out, hit the Marines in the SCV line. The SCV line was filled with Marines, and Rukuso manages to push Magic out of his base. Now, Magic has a couple of choices here. He can either resaturate his hatcheries and his expansion with drones, or he can continue going mutas.
Jax has left the channel. Sam has left the channel.
If we look at the production, he's going for the resaturation. 7 drones in production, 1 mutalisk in production. He's not going to try to escalate this muta versus terror any longer. Now, that's a choice. He could either keep going mutas with his 1 working base and have his expansion sit there for a little bit. Oh, this is very careless. He just left his Overseer. That's very important in case Rukuso tries to go Banshees again. But like I was saying, he could either resaturate his base or continue going mutas, and he chose to resaturate his base instead of going more mutas. So because this is the case, Rukuso is going to have a military advantage because Rukuso did not take heavy losses, and it looks like Rukuso has 2 Thors now with 15 Marines, some SCVs ready to repair anything. His siege tank is unsieging. It looks like Rukuso is about to ready to move out. He doesn't have any heal on those Marines, so this could be dangerous if Magic has enough forces to stop Rukuso, but it really doesn't look like he does. Those overlords are in very bad positions, all grouped up in front. What Magic should have done is move those overlords out so that he can see if Rukuso is going to make some kind of push, and he does. This is the push that Rukuso is going to make, and he needs to be careful not to be taken out by those Zerglings, which is fine. That's not enough Zerglings to do anything, and it looks like Rukuso is really going to win this fight. He needs to mic all those Thors. He needs to get some XPs up here to repair those Thors. And there's the medevac. That's exactly what Rukuso needed to complete this army. He has the Hellions, he has the Marines, he has the Thors. This is the combo that you need to have against Zerg. It handles a lot of Zerg strats in the middle game, and it looks like Magic is trying to muster all his forces and put them into his base, trying to group up, but it doesn't look like it's gonna work. That one Hellion is really wreaking havoc on all those small light units. Magic over here is trying to do his own little distraction harassment, but it's really not going to work because he's only got one muta. And all that macro, all that expansion from Magic was wasted. It was completely wasted. If you look at Rukuso, he's got 1,000 minerals. That's a large buffer. So if he does lose this initial army, he's going to be able to build back. Magic, on the other hand, has a lot of gas that he wasn't using. He could have teched, and I think Infestors would have made a very, very good addition to this army. He could do so many things. He could have, there's a GP. He could have infested the Thors and use them against the other Thor. He doesn't have strike though, but if he had Infestors, he could have taken the Thor. If he had Infestors, he could have Fungal Grove all those Marines that don't have shield. He could have dropped Infested Terrans behind this choke right here and blocked off Rukuso's escape route. So it looks like this game is pretty much over. Magic asked for a remake, and I might be able to comment on that too. Thanks for watching, guys.